So why is marriage hard? I enjoyed creating a response to this TikTok video where she was asking people to stitch this, so let's take a look at it.
Can people who are married stitch this? And please explain to me what you mean by marriage is hard. Because I have been hearing this for so long, especially from straight couples, gay couples, stitch this, gay married couples, let me know. But I've been hearing this so much of like marriage is hard, and I'm not married, so I can't speak on that. But I have been in
I did a shorter video on TikTok, but I wanted to elaborate more, and this is such a great question, and I've enjoyed hearing different people's responses. And I'm a couples therapist and I'm married. I'm a lesbian married to a woman, so I'd like to speak to this. And when I looked at her TikTok account, it looks like she is engaged to a woman and she's open about that. And we do know that around 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce, and the rate is actually higher for second marriages. So we want to know what we're getting into and why it's hard. And I'm going to tell you just 3 reasons why it's hard and why it's hard for me sometimes. I mean, I'm happily married, but sometimes it is super hard. Plus, we have 4 kids, so that adds another dimension of struggle to it. Number 1, your partner is going to trigger all of your deepest fears and insecurities. Whatever is there from your past that has been wounded from childhood or maybe previous relationships, it's just going to come up in your marriage. It's just going to happen, so get ready for it. We unconsciously choose partners who can heal our deepest wounds, and we show up to heal their deepest wounds too. And this deeper stuff only happens with our primary attachment figures, which are our partners. So like for me, I'm learning how to have conflict in a healthier way. I can be really passive aggressive at times, so this is left over from my childhood stuff, so I'm being forced to take a look at this and change. I think I'm getting much better with this. I'm more aware of this in myself, so I'm able to work through this. Number 2, it's hard because, well, think of it like, metaphorically speaking, like tending to a garden that's always in season. It's something that we need to attend to on a daily basis or it gets weeds in it, right? It takes daily effort. And as you know, most people these days are super busy or on their phones. And people forget to put effort into their marriage, so everything in the garden gets overgrown, so to speak, or the fruit sits there and just eventually goes bad. So we need to pay attention to our partner's needs daily, but these can just be little things like listening to them when they talk or remembering to appreciate them daily or giving them some compliments. In the couples therapy world, we call these bids for affection or bids for attention. And a lot of people just aren't that good at that these days, right? Everybody's just really distracted. People are on their phones. We get complacent. But in this respect, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it does take work. So a good marriage doesn't just fall into your lap. It's not about luck. It's honestly about creating a healthy marriage. It's something you cultivate together with the other person. And the 3rd reason I have that it's hard is because your partner is going to disappoint you, and you will disappoint your partner. A lot of times it's not even on purpose, but it can feel shocking when the person you think you know and who you think knows you acts in a way that's just surprising. And if any of you out there have been married long term, you know what I mean, right? A lot of times we go into relationships with this idealized version of what we expect marriage to be and an idealized version of our partners, and they usually just can't live up to that. And vice versa. Like, thank goodness my wife doesn't expect me to be perfect because I am far from it. But it's worth it. Just know that if you choose the right partner who wants to do this work with you, it doesn't stay hard forever, or it just goes through seasons when it's harder than others. But hopefully you can find your groove and just relax into the marriage. But it does take 2 people willing to do this work. So the first part is just choosing the right person. But best wishes to this person, and I hope she has a happy and healthy, long-lasting marriage. Thanks for watching.